Thanks, Joe. When I came to Essendon Royals 20 years ago, we had absolutely zero female participation. Our last female senior team was in 2000, and then we didn't have another one until 2014. And that happened by virtue of some girls who were sisters of players whose father was a coach, started an under-14s team. And that grew into being a women's state league team. And just organically, it's grown with people around the club and friends of those girls coming down and playing. About 12 years ago when I got involved in the committee, one of the things we set about doing was setting our philosophy, what we wanted to be as a club. And the simple statement was that we wanted to be a club of choice in our area. And that didn't mean being better than other clubs, it meant being the best that we could be. And we set about doing that by setting up our technical direction as a start. How do we want to teach kids to play? How do we want to treat people around the club? And just finding people who aligned with that philosophy and putting them in positions where they could go and do their work. And we found through that kids have come. We've also been fortunate in our area around Moonee Valley. There's a lot of younger families moving in. The demographic has really changed over the last 20 to 30 years. So we've got a great pool of people to draw from. But building up women's and girls program, it changes the outlook of the club. We talk about in our club, in our mission statement, as part of that is being family. Well, if it's only blokes there, it's not much of a family. You want your wives and your daughters and your aunties and your grandmothers. And we've started looking at even going back to the past and honouring the people who have been around in the past. Our honour boards in the club for the first sort of 50 years of the club were very blokey. It's the guys who were the presidents and the secretaries who were the senior coaches, long-standing players. And we started going back and finding the mums who were there every Sunday manning the canteen, who took the kids home and washed them, who brought the kids to training while the dads were drinking beer at the bar. All those things. The people honouring the commitment that those people made to the club, which was never recognised by the people around the club. And from there we've gone on to just saying to people who come into the club, you are a Royals player. Male, female, doesn't matter. You all get the same, you all look the same, and you're all treated the same. We want an under-8 girls team to have exactly the same opportunity as we give any other kid in the club. So they get the same training facilities, they get the same coaching, they get the same philosophy. They all wear the same gear. Joe was at our club last Tuesday and I was showing her we had a young girls team coming off the pitch, all in their training gear, walking past our senior VPL women, wearing the same training gear. They all look the same. So they walk past and they go, oh, I'm one of them. And then we try to involve those girls with our senior match day. Our senior men and senior women both play Friday nights, alternate weeks. That's the big night at the club. Everyone comes down. Everyone supports the men, supports the women. We try and get the boys and girls involved with those senior match teams. They do guard of honour. They'll be ball girls and ball boys around the ground. And it makes them feel part of the process. And they see older girls who are moving up. Now there's girls who are 15 or 16 who are part of our senior makeup. I think it just creates an environment where they feel like we're not just here as an also-ran, but we are part of the family. We are part of the group. And I think that's been very important for us. And it's really changed the outlook of the club. And I think, I was saying to the guys before, you get some of those old boys down to the club to watch the senior females play, and it takes them about 10 minutes till they forget about it. Oh, they come down thinking, oh, this is going to be girls' football, kick and giggle, blah, blah, blah. 10 minutes later, they're looking at you going, oh man, they play football. They play football. It's just, it's glorious to see that you see the change in people's attitude when they see the girls knocking the ball around and they just go, oh, I'm coming back. That's been our way.